Priya is sharing a Deloitte interview experience after getting selected as a business analyst with 10 LPA. Watch the full video and please subscribe if you are new. We are starting new batch on business analyst very soon. Please contact us.
Hi Priya, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks for asking. So Priya, could you please introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Priya. I have 3 years of experience into non-IT. Basically, I am from healthcare background, where I worked as a follow-up, and I got few interview calls after joining your session and taking course from you as you referred. I got few calls and I attended over 3 interviews recently, 3 to 4, I guess. Yeah. Four, and one of it is Deloitte. Almost I cleared all the rounds. I had 3 rounds basically, and I'm waiting for offer letter. I may expect this coming week. Yeah.
Yeah, Priya, thank you for your taking your time. So the purpose of making this video, if you could share your experience, how as you gave the interview with Deloitte last week and you also cleared 3 rounds. So if you could share
Yes.
your experience, like what sort of questions are asked for a business analyst position. So if you could share, it will be beneficial those who are aspiring to become a business analyst or those who are wanting to give the interviews. So yeah, that is the
Yeah.
whole purpose. So thank you for your time. So I would like to ask couple of questions. So like as you said that you are from non-IT sector, right? And you never had a
Yes.
real-time experience as a BA. So
No. No.
basically, like how did you get this kind of skill set and how did you improve all this and how do you manage to clear the interview? Because as you don't have experience, right? So which was
Yes.
helped you actually? The real time.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, 2 months back, as you know, I joined your course. I'm in business analyst course with the healthcare domain. I just have basic knowledge on healthcare domain, but after joining your session, I got deep knowledge into that and as well as business analyst course. This helped me cracking interview at Deloitte. I have given 3 interviews prior to this, and I also got knowledge on what type of questions will be asked. As you informed in our session, mostly 95% of questions were the same as you told. So this session helped me a lot in cracking interview, as even I don't have any prior experience into a business analyst, but in my fourth attempt only I'm able to crack the interview.
All right. So good to know about that. And I would like to ask you few questions like as you gave the interview for 3 years of experience as a BA, could you please list out like what is the expectation from the panel members?
Yeah, actually, I had 3 years of prior experience into non-IT, right? So they have asked me more about the scenarios, some basic definitions of BA, SDLC life cycle, waterfall, difference between waterfall, agile, difference between BRD, FRD, and what is the main difference between UML diagrams, swim lane diagrams. Just a few basic definitions, and mostly they focused on scenario based things including project. So I answered all the questions, not only in theoretically. I explained that in my previous experience I have done this by giving example. I have explained all the scenarios to them.
All right. So what kind of scenario based they mostly asked in the interview?
Like first, the obviously my roles and responsibilities and day to day activities. They focused on gap analysis, like how did you perform gap analysis, give me an example. This was the question, and I answered that by giving example which I have performed in my previous project. And later they asked me about impact analysis. What is the impact analysis? Basically, how do you perform, and how do you manage different stakeholders when they have when they give you different change requests at a time? How do you manage both? mostly the scenario based questions. And mm, what is BRD and FRD, how it will help in your project. I just explained that based on the scope defined, we will, according to the defined scope, we will just do impact analysis. And if we receive any change request, also, we'll just refer BRD, FRD. And if we have any, and they also asked me about the what documentations you have done. And I informed them that I have experience into BRD, FRD, change request document, uh, RTM. Was not so important, but I just informed them, yeah, that I have experience into that. And they gave me one scenario. They explained me the scenario, and they asked me to write user story acceptance criteria for that, and also asked me to draw process flow diagram for that, and asked me to pick two user stories and write acceptance criteria, including negative scenarios for that. Mm, and then they asked about how do you manage conflicts between two stakeholders, and like how do you ensure the gathered requirement is accurate, and how do you ensure the requirement is developed as per the business needs, and what is your role in UAT, and how do you manage teams like development team, QA team, and what is your role in post deployment activities uh, UAT, right, creating user manuals, providing release notes to the stakeholders, and demonstrating the features to users. Yeah, basically these all the questions they have asked. Almost whatever you taught me in the sessions, 95% questions were from there. But I have explained them taking some examples from my project. So that is how I think it helped me to crack the interview at Deloitte. Yeah.
Yeah, good to know about that. And here, project is something played a key role, right? Because the expectation from the panel member was you to consider to answer the scenario based from the project which you done, right? So
Yes.
no panel member will be able to accept if you define only the definitions of what is uh, change request and how do you prioritize requirements. So if you just explain them only the definition, they won't accept. So
Yes.
as you recently gave the interview, so you are very well aware, I guess, right? Now we need to
Yes.
consider anyone who would like to
And also,
transition.
if they ask any scenario based question, we just not explain them like, if that is the situation, I will do in this way. We need to explain that by taking one of the examples in our project, and we need to explain that I faced that situation in my previous project, and this is how I handled it. Based on our explanation and answer, they'll be able to know that she has some experience into that, and she can handle team. Yeah, this
Okay.
helped me. Yeah.
Okay. How long it went the interview for these 3 rounds?
uh 30 to 40 minutes each round.
Okay. Only one candidate was took the interview for you every time, or
uh, in first round I had with two people.
mm-hmm.
Basically they asked basic definitions of BA, SDLC, and some questions on healthcare domain.
Okay.
And in second round I had scenario based questions. It went around 30 to 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And later I had with the HR.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
do you think that really this domain is important for anyone to get a job as a BA?
Yes, basically, everyone has to have some domain knowledge where they have worked previously. But in current market situation, people having a domain knowledge on healthcare and banking plays a vital role in getting the interview scheduled easily, and they can crack the interview easily as they have prior experience into that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And
They
hmm,
companies don't only look candidates with only BA knowledge. They also look for domain BA. Yeah.
okay. So, like, did they ask you like what kind of tools that you are aware, or did they shoot at questions on tools?
Yes, yes. They asked me for project management, which tool you use, and for documentation, like prototyping, and which tool you use basically. Yeah, they asked me. And they also, as I have some prior experience into SQL, in second round, they gave me few questions on SQL, and I also answered those questions, some basic 2 to 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so thank you for sharing your experience. So if anyone want to give the interview for a business analyst, what would be your suggestions or recommendations for them?
Yeah, I suggest that don't only focus on definitions. Just try to understand the concepts, and also gain more knowledge on the domain, like healthcare, banking, or whatever prior knowledge you have in your previous experience. And also give more examples while answering the questions. So, interviewer has the best impression on you that you are an experienced candidate and you can handle team very well. Yeah, these are the main suggestions I can give.
Okay. So finally, like, what made you get this kind of confidence to clear the interview and to clear the interview of Deloitte? Deloitte is one of the big four company, and clearing the interview that too in the fourth attempt in your career
Yeah.
in terms of
uh,
transitioning your career into the non-IT to the IT. In the fourth attempt, you are able to clear the three rounds of a Deloitte, and it is very rigorous. I know the interview process
yeah,
because I have experienced earlier. So yeah,
yeah, at
what
a
would be
time
your
there will be
example?
two interviewers and there will be
Correct.
shooting one after other. Yeah.
So how did you manage? I mean, all these,
Yeah.
how it is possible?
Yeah, as you know, I took course in your institute for about 30 to 40 days for business analyst, and to gain complete knowledge on healthcare. This helped me a lot, and also you gave me assignments related to real time. Based on that, I could give interview answers very realistic instead of giving just theoretical answers. And you continuously followed up on the assignments, and you corrected if I made any mistakes throughout the sessions. This helped me a lot, and even after completing the course, when I'm preparing for the interviews, you also gave me few suggestions how to face the interview and how to give answers and all. This helped me a lot, and I highly recommend this institute for new candidates to join and to gain practical knowledge on business analyst and healthcare or whatever domain you teach.
Thank you for your kind words, Priya. So
Yeah.
the final question is everyone wants to know. They were eager to know how much package that Deloitte is about to offer you for these 3 years of experience. So is there any figure that you would like to share?
I can't give you exact figure, but I can give you roughly, as I have 3 years of prior experience into that. I got in between 9 to 10,
Okay, that's good to know. So
9 to 10
yeah,
LPA. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you for your time and sharing your experience with the Deloitte. So once you got a offer letter, I may do one more podcast. So you can explain how does your roles and responsibilities looks in the Deloitte organization. So thank
Yeah,
you
yeah,
again
sure.
once again. So yeah, thank you.
And even I wanted to thank you as well, as you provided me complete knowledge on business analyst and healthcare domain, which helped me to crack this interview at a big four company. In this, within after joining the session, I think this is the third month. Even within 3 months, I got placed at Deloitte. Thank you for that.
Thank you for that feedback. So I can say once again that anyone who wants to become a business analyst, our platform will provide a comprehensive knowledge, and that too practical. Practically, we will be teaching you the entire concepts of business analyst. Even you're from non-IT sector, or if you don't have any prior experience in the IT sector, we will be ensuring that as if you have a real-time business analyst before you give the interviews or before you give interviews for a business analyst position. So we will always stick to our commitments, whatever we are providing in the initial days of your joining. So we will stand out with our commitments. So yeah, so we are starting new batch on business analyst. We can train you better. So please contact and also visit my website. I will be dropping in the description. So thank you everyone. If you not yet subscribe my YouTube channel, please do. Thank you. Thank you, Priya.
Thank you, sir.